Welcome, our dear viewers of the Harvest Hub podcast. Here we are once again at one of the farms in the city of Mbale, and we have an expert today who is going to tell us something about sickness. Today we're going to talk about chicken sickness, poultry sickness, and how you can get rid of sickness, how you can also prevent and avoid sickness from attacking your farm. I want to welcome you so much, Madam. Please introduce yourself and then we go on.
Thank you so much, our dear viewers out there. My name is Mercy, and I love farming. So today I've come to visit my client's farm to see how the birds are doing.
Yes.
And unfortunately, his birds are not fine.
Mm.
Some of them are sick. They're having cough.
Yep.
Cough. That is influenza.
Mm.
So these birds,
In the poultry language, cough is influenza.
yeah, you can call it that way.
Okay.
However much I'm not a medic.
Mm.
So,
Yes.
according to what I've seen and observed,
Mm.
the space.
Okay.
The space.
The chicken house
We have measured the space, and according to our measurements, these birds inside here, they are more compared to what they are
the
supposed
space can accommodate.
Exactly.
So that is also a mistake in poultry farming.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
It is because 1 centimeter, if you to measure 1 centimeter, you're supposed to have about 8, 7 or 8 birds around there.
Yes.
They're the ones you're supposed to keep in that space.
Okay.
But now we've measured, there were not so many centimeters. And in here, according to me, I think we were supposed to keep around 12 birds.
Only 12 birds.
Only 12.
And yet,
and how many do you have here?
About 100.
Yeah, about 100.
That is an excess.
Yeah, so definitely this flu comes in because you will not know which bird is sick, which one is healing.
Okay.
You get it?
Yes.
Some birds require enough heat. I don't know how to say this. Enough
aeration.
So when you've kept them here like this, in here, when they are congested like this, it is very difficult for this cough to do what?
They are competing for the little aeration
they are
that is
competing for the
available.
oxygen that is
Okay.
available. So according to what is here, I would suggest we transfer some of them.
Okay.
Then we leave some here, such that would be in monitor. Like we can be able to monitor which ones are healing,
Yes.
which ones are not healing.
Okay.
Because the other condition, you see, the birds are
yes.
Sometimes it's generally because the sickness is worsening and the bird is going anytime from now.
Okay.
So according to that, you cannot keep them here, all of
space. Them. Okay.
You need to transfer some of them to another space such that you get to monitor which ones are healing, which ones are not healing.
Ari masinga warusireho spacing and maybe transferring some. Waliyo ingeriso umuntu anyala we guarding amosi hololo sino, like this influenza, how can we guard from it?
Of course, even the eats.
Okay, the feeds we give them.
The feeds that you give them. Some feeds come with foreign bodies in them.
Okay.
So you have to be there when they're mixing these foods. In the first place, how do you feed your birds?
Yes.
What do you give them? Who mixes the food?
Okay.
It also, if you're not in a system of trusted feeders, like I would say Kuku, you've heard of that organization?
Yes.
Where I always get some of my feeds from. Now you can never trust anyone who mixes food.
True.
You have to be there because unalomora shirungo shino bareremu ngana bahuholash bahushiramu tawe unyala walomora shiri ngana bahongereremu biryo biri not to the standards of the birds. Tsingoho zaholash zalwala instead of gaining up weight, or instead of picking up zahola zirien zalwala
stunting.
Yes.
Ne wood shavings oba abandi barambisa sawdust abandi barambisa coffee husks, so we use different materials tona totinyala tsamaho influenza.
Yes, very well. Because now in the first place warere nayo the other stock of the husks, you put them inside here.
Yes.
Now these birds are sick. They are moving all over.
Yes.
They are spreading the sickness in every direction. That's why I told you in the first place that when you get these ones out,
yes,
you take them direct. You don't pour them in the garden because sometimes you're going to put them on a free range.
Yes.
So you make sure that you change after every 2 weeks. Some people do it after every 1 week.
1 week.
It depends on the birds you're rearing. Like let's say you're having broilers. Broilers, it's all in shoes almost every now and then because they are very dirty to maintain.
Yes.
And also and yes, you get it. They rot faster. So now, but for these ones, now your shoes are after like 2 weeks in order to avoid any kind of parasites that come in.
Okay.
Get it? Because I think parasites will come in. Definitely parasites will transfer diseases to the what? To the birds. Yes.
Influenza ili ndwela ndwale tsese hugemana mwene yesi bamugemata influenza
they do bagema nekisinzira tsingoho tsowo tsilihu stage shi you know.
Yes.
Kuba ari sese nga narere tsange tsilihu day 1 inatsigema. After like a week I will do so.
Yes.
Then after maybe like some good time I'll also inagema lund just to make sure that they don't catch up with different diseases. Yes. Or like left that influenza there. Yes.
Okay. Ari Mercy, as we conclude hubolereho bulwala obundi bwisi fenga babayibetsingoho balini hwi guarding from like bwisi ulomoro bubu nga bwakwile mungoho tsowo sunaramisa tawe, they will all die. Hubolereho bulwale sino bwo garusireho influenza
to start with ulini bulwale babulanga bali coccidiosis. Yes.
Niye hawoya namwe
niyo hawoya because it nibo businga hura tsingo when you live along these other by the even flu does but to a lesser extent.
Okay.
Nenga coccidiosis nanga waambire ngo it's very hard for it to even take a week.
It
will die.
Okay. So number 1 coccidiosis.
Secondly, still there are fungal infections that come with not proper maintenance, proper management. Those fungal infections.
Yes.
Yeah.
Newcastle yali arena naye nambona ali common nabi.
That one is common but not in the local birds mostly.
Okay.
Atera nabi huwamba mbari tsinzungu totiyamba bulayi nabi. Aringa wawenyaire musa any sickness can come. So Newcastle is common with the other ones. Yeah.
Okay. Kale aringa huikalawo Mercy hubolereho one simple message that you can leave our fellow farmers out there today as you say bye.
Okay. So according to the situation here, my advice to the farmers out there that are dealing in poultry mostly, be it turkey, be it chicken, be it any poultry. So I think you would give your birds proper ventilation. Okay. Like you've done. Like I advise, this is not supposed to be there because you're blocking a lot the nutrients the birds are supposed to get. You're blocking the sunshine, you're blocking what. So I would advise proper ventilation. Yes. Proper management, that is in the feeding. Yes. Feeding, I think it's kind of stressed out. You know, stress is not a factor it's not only a factor in human beings. Yes. But also birds, animals, they get stressed. Yeah. Yes. And this stress is supposed to be managed by you, the farmer. True. feed them in time. Tsingo hosikana hundu weli yombo tawe sikana na abiri yombo tanadala nga tsiri mu stage iyo. Maybe those small ones unobu fiti unobu shina buli hutso wabo you can monitor them in a way maybe it's noisy sometimes. Nem most yo bihola mumbitsi.
Yes.
Mumbitsi niye sunyola barera ovidongo like you've gone to those farms of pigs.
Yes.
Serious farms.
Okay.
There is a way they manage the pigs also. Baramuli yombo muna system yafi.
Okay.
But when it comes to things birds. Like birds, they don't want
quiet.
Stress.
They
want peace.
Quiet.
Yes.
Okay.
I would advise farmers have any conducive environments for the birds.
Okay.
Proper ventilation.
Yes.
Yeah, and also when you're planning to rear birds, I would suggest you measure the space. It also matters.
Mindful. Yes.
Let me take an example of broilers. Golini hayo hafit. Walumilo rwarere mu broilers. How many feet should we use? A small spaces of how many feet? Nga warere mu broilers tingali.
Yes.
The broilers also when they grow. They enlarge. So now you need to calculate your space very well as a farmer. Wamanyori shifo shiri. Let's say maybe 20 centimeters. Let's say maybe the space is of maybe 1 centimeter. Let me put this space.
Okay.
You know? Let me put this number of birds. Maybe space matters and also the type of birds you're planning to invest in matters.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Ngomanyoruka na broilers, then your space has to be bigger than what you expect. When you want layers, space doesn't have to be much, but how you've constructed the house also matters. For the layers.
Okay.
Remember, they have two advantages. You're selling them as beef.
Yes.
You're keeping them as beef. You're keeping them for
laying eggs. Okay.
So meaning, for them, even if the space wali engedis wombe habi wabona kama chika kende.
Yes.
There is a way you construct your what?
Your chicken house.
Your chicken house.
Okay.
Yes.
I think huhahole topic ya construction yeyo humanya huba abandu mundu wenye kabusari ndi ni space iwombe hangana akanire warera tsengo hawaram, so we shall have to get you back for the construction bit of it. But we want to thank you for today. Thank you so much for coming to the podcast, and thank you so much for coming to this farm. Your wisdom and experience has been highly appreciated, and we shall keep bringing her on the podcast. So ilindira busaho Harvest Hub hauhele molu na holo ndi kama sina bananga Darius. Did you introduce yourself?
Yeah, Masi.